sir.
Alright guys, so I saw a advanced screening of Passengers, which is a movie that I've been looking forward to, mostly because of the casting with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence in this movie. I'm just going to give you guys some quick thoughts since I don't think there is much to talk about in this movie. But let's get started. Passengers is a new sci-fi flick starring Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. Basically, there's this planet that thousands of people basically sign up to go to, but it takes about 100 years to get there. So in order for them to get there, they need to put them to sleep in these, like, I'm just going to call them pods. I forgot what they're actually called in the movie. And then Chris Pratt wakes up from one of the pods that did not function well, so it just wakes him up. And actually, it's not what you see in the trailer. Instead of Jennifer Lawrence actually getting, waked up by the pod 2, it's actually Chris Pratt who does all the work and wakes her up. So, we have some conflicts, which is some conflicts between these two characters. Of course, we have what's called the love story part into this movie, where we obviously have Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence falling for each other in this movie. So I'll just say that this movie wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. This movie was rather just kind of like, okay. It wasn't all that great as I wish it could have been. Chris Pratt definitely gives a good performance. Same for Jennifer Lawrence. I think that both these characters, or both these actors, have very good chemistry in this movie, and I want to see him more of Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence together in a movie that's not a sequel to Passengers, which I'm really sure they shouldn't make, or they won't make a Passengers sequel. But I do want to see Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence back again together, this time to probably something more different. But that's how much I liked them in this movie, and they were just so good to watch in this movie. Michael Sheen did good in this movie. He delivered most of the laughs in this movie, along with Chris Pratt. And he plays a robot character that looks like human. He's the bartender. And I think that his character also serves well into this movie. And he's a part of the story, so he's, I think that he was a good additional character into this movie. Lawrence Fishburne is also in this movie, and for the most part, he was good, but he only had about 8 minutes of screen time, and his character it felt like his character started off strong, very well written, but then it just felt like they just kind of cared about the character, but towards the end, it felt like they're just like, you know what, just do what you need to do with this character, mainly just leave it to Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. And I was kind of disappointed in his character, especially since he only had very few minutes of screen time, and he just kind of felt wasted in the end. But nobody is as wasted as Andy Garcia was in this movie. And Andy Garcia, he's a great actor, I'll say that. He wasn't the best character in Ghostbusters. In fact, his character was more of an asshole in Ghostbusters, the 2016 version, not the original. And in Max Steel, he was terrible as the villain. Well, his character in Max Steel was poorly written, but he tried. And in this movie, he doesn't even have a line. In fact, he's not even in the movie for more than 10 seconds. And I'm not even lying to you. I was very disappointed that his character didn't even get a full 15 seconds of screen time. In fact, maybe even less than 10 seconds. He was completely wasted. Sony, why would you do this? Why would you get a good actor such as Andy Garcia and literally only have him in 8 to 10 seconds of the movie, and that's all? That's disappointing right there. And then for the script, I thought the script was just okay. Um, the script was kind of weak in some parts, but in some parts the script also worked. Uh, the script wasn't the strongest, but at least it wasn't terrible. But for the most part, I thought that the script was just okay. I did like the visual effects. The visual effects, even though some of the visual effects do look unfinished rather than completed, most of them are actually pretty good. That scene with Jennifer Lawrence where she's with the water and floating in the air with the uh, water droplets and all that. I thought that scene was actually pretty cool, and it was very nicely rendered in CGI. Even though I am saying that some of the CGI is unfinished in this movie, for the most part, it was really good in this movie, and it really also plays a huge role into this movie. Passengers is not a perfect movie, nor is it really a bad movie. In fact, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it as much as I wished to. I don't see myself picking this up for more than 10 bucks on Blu-ray, but definitely when it's 10 bucks or less, I'll probably maybe decide to buy it. Filmmakers tried to make a good movie here, and I do respect them for that. And that's why I'm going to say that in my rating system, Passengers is definitely a matinee worthy. I also forgot to mention that it is also discount day worthy, which uh, means that you shouldn't pay full price, like a $15 ticket to see this movie. But if you could go to a early bird matinee, then it'll be perfectly fine. That or the $5 Tuesday or Monday, depending what your theater is or what type of deals they have for discount days. But if I were to give it on scale 1 to 10, I'll say somewhere around a 7 out of 10. It's just a good movie, that's all. Nothing too special. But anyways, have you guys seen Passengers? If you guys seen it, tell me what you guys thought about it. And thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.